Hey everyone, it's Jay with What's Going On? What's going on with you? So, today I want to talk about binge watching. Yes, it's 2019. Who hasn't binge watched? And if you haven't binge watched, I suggest you look up what binge watching is. Maybe by the end of the show, you will know what binging is. Um, and it has its fun moments, and sometimes it's not as fun. So the reason I say that is because um, there's 7 stages to binge watching, right? And I don't know if some of you guys are aware of that. I know I'm aware of it because of how I feel during the show and after the show and before the show. So before the show, you're excited. It's a new show. You're wondering what is going to happen. All these things are running through your mind. So you're just, you are excited. But did you know there's 7 stages? So I'm going to tell you about the 7 stages. See if you fall into all of them, maybe a couple of them. Let me know at the end of the video. Give me some feedback on if you fall into any of those categories, or maybe you fit all of them. I think with some of my shows, I might have fit all of them. I'm going to give you the 7. All right, so the first one is isolation. When you start binge watching, you kind of don't talk to me, you don't want to call anybody, no texting, no nothing. You're like in this little bubble and you want to stay there till you figure out this show. And my show has been well, I haven't been watched lately, but my last show was Academy Umbrella Academy. That was a great show. In case you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. Check it out. There's so many Netflix binge watching shows on there. So that was my last one, and I felt a little isolated because I didn't want anybody to bother me. Don't call me. Don't text me. I'm watching the show. I need to know what's going on. Another stage is fear. That's the second one. The fear is about spoilers, because if you're into this show, you don't want nobody telling you about the next one. You want to know, you want to watch it for yourself. Don't tell me. I'm not going on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whoever else is watching the same show I'm watching, like Walking Dead, for instance, one of the biggest ones. You don't want anybody telling you all the seasons that you have not watched. You want to know. So you don't want any spoilers. So that's the second one, is fear. The third one is confusion. When something happens in the movie and you are not ready. Oh my gosh, you'd be like, what just happened? Either you have to go back, or you have to watch the next episode. Okay, it's now 12 o'clock at night. You have to watch the next episode to understand what just happened in the previous episode. So that's confusion. The other one is anger. That's the fourth one. The fourth one is anger. What's anger? Is saying goodbye to the characters you feel like they were part of you, like you knew them. Like I feel like I knew them personally, but you don't. It's just because you've been spending so many hours watching these people, so you feel such a connection that how do you say God? How do you say goodbye to that character you've grown to love? So that's the fourth one, is anger, because now you're like, I can't let go of Johnny. So that's the fourth one. The fifth one is curiosity. You start to develop this character love, like they're either family, or you love them, or they're like your friend. Like, it could be different relationship you've come to embrace of whoever these characters are. So what do you begin to do? You look them up on IMDb, you look up their lifestyle, you look up who they are. Curiosity, who are these characters? Some of them are new when you're binge watching, especially if it's a new show. Some of them are older characters, so you might be a little familiar, but then especially the newer characters, you're like, I want to know who they are. So the curiosity kicks in. That's number 5. And then we have number 6, the obsession. You begin to either think of theories, and you go on discussion boards, you go through the comments on Twitter, or there might be a discussion board somewhere in relation to the show you're watching. You are so deep. You want to know beyond just the show. You want to know what else is going on. Is there some theories behind this? Is there anything else that I need to know so I can make that connection? So there are some things that is the obsession part. Have you fit into that? There's also number 7, which I dread every time I binge watch. It is the letting go stage. Okay, I've been there. I binge watched a lot of shows, and yes, the hardest part was letting go and starting a new show, especially if you find out at the end. Like one of the shows I watched was Brooklyn Taxi or Taxi Brooklyn, one of them. Sorry, I don't know the names right now. Hey, this is not scripted. It's Taxi Brooklyn. It's a great show. It ended, and I was like, oh, there might be another one coming. So I go on and I go research the show after. So that is the letting go stage. Like I said, have a little cut in between there, but that is the hardest part. I had to let go of the show. I was talking about Taxi Brooklyn, right? And it cut at the end. So I went to research it, like I said, and found out, guess what? I binge watched this a couple of months ago and found out the last episode was 2014. I'm like, the show has been canceled and it's not coming back. That is the worst, because I should have done the curiosity stage. Maybe that could have avoided me to reach level 7. But anyways, I didn't. Some of the steps I didn't do, and but some of the steps I do fall into the category. Anyway, so letting go stage. Which category do you fall in? What shows have you watched, or you felt like how I felt like you like? This was 5 years ago and they're not coming back. And what are some binge watching shows you're watching now? Like, I'm kind of curious. I like some binge watching shows. Yes, it's our pleasure, especially if you're TV gore. So let me know, leave some feedback, and listen, I hope you have a blessed day, and make the best of it. So have a good one, guys. Once again, subscribe, like, and share. And this is Jay with What's Going On.